Hey guys, it's me, it's Bill from my channel. I literally just got done brushing my teeth. Good morning. Um, Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated. I had an injury, hurt my foot, hurt my back. Just been kind of taking care of myself, and unfortunately, I've had a lot of ingrown hairs like here, especially right here, and it's like irritating my face, and it's causing a lot of pain, discomfort, almost like a tooth would. One thing I'll say is this: I I bite my nails. Just plain out, I bite my nails. Like, I mean, you can kind of see I don't really have nails at the moment. I bite them. Um, what I did, I found out was that as I'm biting my nails and using my teeth and my dentures to open things, I actually caused this particular tooth right here to pop out about 4 or 5 times. It's you can't even notice it. I mean, I notice barely anything. It's very level and even, but I don't know if you guys can see that. The video I had before was not the greatest. So there might be a little bit of stuff here. I've been taking it out and just shoving it back in as much as I can. Just be careful with doing that. I have to, contact the dentist. I'm a little nervous, only because it could cost a couple hundred to a couple $1,000. But I've been just trying to avoid anything that has to do with like nibbling on it or using it to open stuff, like, not my shirt necessarily, but you get my drift. I will say that if it's repairable, your best bet is to get it repaired. If you were to try and just redo them again, you can't really tell where my gum stops because I've had a lot of work done. Crown lengthening, crown extensions. Geez, I've had pretty much everything done. That's why my gums look like they're all messed up, like this. Yeah, that's my actual gum. This is the denture right here. And then the actual gum, and then denture. So if I didn't crack these two sides right here, you couldn't really notice a lot. It's hard with the top. Yeah, you can't see it. Actually, since I've had the dentures, they've actually like pushed back that area so it's flat, which to me is much better than having them stick out, because sometimes it causes pain, especially if you've had a lot of dental work done, like I have in the past, years and years and years ago into the dentist. Like literally, almost like it just gets tiring. Now I'm happy that I have dentures, but they're very brittle and they're easily breakable, which I didn't know. So just some tips. Take your time when eating bread. Make sure you chop up and cut all your fruits before you go eat them. Don't try to take a bite out of an apple. You're gonna, if I were to do it, my tooth would definitely pop out. Luckily, it's popped out and I haven't swallowed it, because then I would have to go to the dentist and they'd have to make me a whole new tooth, or redo my entire denture. So I'll keep you guys updated. Thankfully, and with God's grace and mercy, I've been able to be getting better and healing. I fractured my heel on this foot, and I fractured a bone in my back. Too old to be trying to be Spider-Man. I wasn't trying to be Spider-Man, but let's just say got locked out, tried to climb into my window. The window is pretty high up, so you're talking I'm on the first floor, but there is a stairway that goes directly below me, and I fell into that stairway in like a seated position like this, and fractured a vertebrae in my back and fractured my heel on the right side. So it's been tough, not being able to get up and do stuff. And I'm sorry I haven't been posting videos. Today is it's not raining outside, but I wish it would just downpour. My teeth don't bother me, but I noticed when I went and I got up this morning, first thing in the morning, I didn't put my teeth in because I sometimes like have an oatmeal with the honey with the beeswax. What I will say, just a quick tip, is be careful if you're going to use it, because the beeswax will, if you're putting it in your honey, try and do it without your teeth in, because it gets stuck like candy would, like if you were chewing on candy. Or like sugar daddies, for example, was my favorite candy. They used to get stuck to my teeth all the time, and I really didn't care until now I need my teeth, you know. My mother still has her original teeth, and she's 80, and I'm 39, and I have 4. So, you know, I'm like grinding my teeth at night. I still do, but there's nothing to grind, you know, especially when you don't have anything on the top. You know, it's pretty funny. Can't do nothing, so I figured it's probably best because that runs in my family particularly. So, you know, I noticed my teeth were breaking. They were very brittle, you know, and then I wasn't really taking care of them like I should have been. And, you know, I'm satisfied with what I have now. I just hope that it'll keep going and everything will be fine. You know, I plan on having like chicken and steak, you know, sometime during this week. And, you know, I shouldn't have an issue eating it as long as, you know, you can make sure that, you know, everything is secure. Other than that, have a great day. God bless. See you guys.